Welcome to Tuesday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, call sign Whiz, coming to you from the former financial capital of the world, the heart of New York City here up on Wall Street for the week. And market's really walling around here today, folks. Essentially flat. Let's call it good news, bad news out of China last night. Good news, more or less, was that inflation was higher, ticked up higher than expected. However, the producer price index fell. So not too hot, not too cold, but the better news out of China, and again, this is not too hot, not too cold news, was that the PBOC, People's Bank of China, loosened lending restrictions for rural banks. So kind of forcing, the local banks at the regional level to really get off their hands and start lending money to small businesses and farms. That's a good thing, right? You would think that would be a good thing. It's also potentially a bad thing because that is showing us that those banks aren't lending and the government's having to get involved. So that's why I think we're kind of wallowing around here because we really don't know how to digest that data. And also the Philly Fed chair, Plosser, yesterday said, hey, if the economy continues to improve as we think it's improving, I think our current taper schedule isn't good enough, meaning taper harder and get out quicker. And he also said interest rates should rise sooner. So that's kind of weighing on the market a little bit here, and we have a lack of macroeconomic data here the entire week until Thursday. Okay, we get retail sales on Thursday, obviously weekly unemployment claims, and then Friday is when we'll see a little bit of potential market moving data with our PPI and also University of Michigan consumer sentiment. So we're kind of wallowing around here, folks. Got a couple. We did a joint weekly options and primary live trade brief session this morning, which was pretty good. Also taking a look at volatility, looking at the VIX. I mean, below 11 the other day for the first time since 2011, which is just absolutely nuts. So we put on a bullish double vertical out to July on the VIX because this is just nuts, man. It's getting ready to be hurricane season, and everybody's just sitting here going, nah, then we don't need any hurricane insurance. Well, we do in our model portfolios because we want to be protected, we want to be hedged, we want to be prepared. So the VIX down here is nuts. When vol's cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. And I'd be a big buyer of volatility at this point here. So having a great time up here in New York. From our Can You Believe This? Of course I can believe this. Now the White House says Secretary of Defense Hagel was the one who said we should do a prisoner swap. So Secretary Hagel, here's your Greyhound bus arriving, and it's running right over top of you. Love it. Absolutely love it. Also came out yesterday that up to 90 people in the administration knew about this prisoner swap and also getting back our quote POW unquote, but they didn't tell one member of Congress. Absolute lawlessness out of our chief law enforcement officer in this country, and it's just it makes me physically ill what's going on with our imperial presidency. We had a revolution, I think, to start this country to get rid of a king, and little revolution every once in a while, now and again, never hurt anybody. So this is nuts, folks. It's crazy. So there's my political 2 cents for the day. Okay, I got to run, guys. Got a big meeting this afternoon with Macquarie here in New York, the head of their U.S. equities division. Going to be working with them for the next couple days on some good strategic planning, seeing what's going on, what their take is on the market. So I'll be back with some intel as it develops. Okay, got to run. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. I'll be back with Wednesday's Market SITREP here at TGO. We'll see you.